That was good timing, that wasn't it? You can munch away on your bounty in peace then.
No, it's fine. I was going to ask you something else, but it's okay. I'll save it for today.
Save it for when we end the stream, and then you can see. Hopefully it wasn't that bad.
Too late. It'll be too late by then, but it's okay.
Oh, okay then. Right. Alright then, so anyways, welcome to the ARC Flashback series, the first round of the championship at Sardegna B. I'm your commentator by Savaloy, and beside me is Larasco, because I was wanting to keep it as a surprise, but oh well, there you go. How you doing, Larasco?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Savvy?
Just fresh off from having a nap, but you know, we're all good here. And fresh off of doing the AJC, where, well, you obviously dominated that championship there, and now it's the Flashback series, so from one championship to another. And Sardegna, what do you think of this track then?
I love it. I think it's a brilliant track, really good for close racing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just trying to put my thing on the track map as well with the corner name. So, what this basically
I
is...
need to get that up as well, actually. Thank you for reminding me.
Just say the corner names too. So what this basically is this is a championship that has 5 rounds, but we're using 5 different cars from what we've raced before in the past. So for tonight's race, we're racing around Sardegna B with the Mazdas, and we have raced with the Mazdas before. We're going to be racing also with, let me bring the Google document up as well. We're going to be racing next week, the 15th of November will be the McGann Trophy Cups at Brands Hatch. Then we have to wait 2 weeks for round 3 for the GR3s around Saint Croix, which is going to be an exciting race for that, because whenever the GR3s race around Saint Croix, it always turns out to be such an amazing race. Round 4 will be the Super Formulas at Suzuka, and the final round on the 13th of December, which will be 2 weeks away until Santa Claus will be popping down from your chimneys and sending you presents, will be the Le Mans 90-minute multi-class. So that's all going to be super fun for those. So yeah, it's just basically the previous championships that we've commentated on, or the championships that we've done, and it's just, that's why it's called the Flashback series. There are 2 classes altogether. I will be streaming on Group 1. When it comes to qualifying, I'll be, like I says, I'll be commentating in Group 1. Larasco will commentate on Group 2, see who does well in their qualifying groups. And I think, again, it's going to be the fastest 14 that will be advancing into Group 1, and they'll be shown on, well, obviously, for your screens on YouTube. And it's pretty much like the same in like we do for the GR3s, just, you know, with the top qualifying. I forgot what the points is going to be like. Not too sure on that.
I can't help you there, to be honest.
Never could. Yeah, I know. I know.
Someone can explain it to us in chat.
Usual, it's going to be a rolling order, a rolling start. Sorry.
Is it?
Yeah,
I thought it was a grid start.
Oh, it's a grid start. Oh, sorry. Okay.
They're all in Mazdas. I don't know. Maybe it's a rolling start, but I thought it was a grid start.
Oh, maybe. Could be. Oh, Chili's left the room. Ooh, interesting. Chili. We're going to be talking about some of the drivers anyway, so hang on a second. I will get my bit of paper here. Well, my... I
feel a bit like Chris Kamara in the Sky Sports sort of one of the, you know, the televised games. Yeah, Wiley says both Wiley and Venom in chat say it's a grid start.
Okay, it's a grid start. Okay, so what we're seeing here.
Lemmy says, "What's this?"
Lemmy.
Is this a race? Is this a race?
Yes, yes, this is a race. Yeah, Lemmy. Yeah, hopefully he'll be back for some ARC instead of teaching, whatever. But anyway, so in Group 1, we have ourselves Hallex, who we always knew as Nuggy. Chili, they're going to be teammates. They're going to be racing Waven West. If you remember the old grid days, they were the team to beat and all that, which you wanted just to hit them off. The returning Manakai, he was supposed to be in here. I don't know if he is. I'm not too sure. Daryl Bean Robocopy, ARC Chris, Wiley Coyote, Jerry Bear, PK, again returning. Chucky, good to see these returning people coming back. Cro-Magna, Venom Snake, La Bomba, and Dive Bomb. These are the people that are in Group 1. For Group 2, what Rascal's going to see in qualifying will be Techno Guy, Kev Meister, Alex Gaben, Kofi, Yugerki, I think I've said that right, Tony Craze, Bob Breel, Thunderpig, Inman, Law, Reno, CSX Steven, and CXX Kevlaro. And I think also for the reserves, you've got yourself, Larascal, Pred J, Rhino, Sean, Fuzzy, The Furious 2, Mermaid, Contrail, and the Baldy one. For all you remember Contrail, who raced in Season 3 of the GR3s, I think I want to say. So, yes. Yeah, Lemmy saying hi, Savvy, long time no see. Yeah, get back on the server, because we've got some people coming and leaving, and Dan's has left, and Thomas has left. Get back on in the chat thingy. Chucky's in here too. Yeah, so there should be some fun racing here. I think there's a problem. Yes, make sure to be called. Oh, all right. So qualifying is good. This is going to be the qualifying here. So we've only got 13 out here. Reno should be in. I thought Reno should have been in Group 2, but appears he's not. But anyways, I think qualifying is underway for Group 1. Rascal will have Group 2 qualifying and all.
Yeah, any second now.
Oh, any second. So here we go. Out the field they go in the Mazdas. Charles leading the way, followed by Chili, and then Cro-Magna in his famous purple livery. Mazda's been quite a fun championship to commentate on with Lato and myself. Charles here had such a fantastic outing at Laguna Seca. Was the final round. It was La Bombas there left the room, but he should be in this group anyways. Charles had a great run at Laguna Seca, beating Chili and Nagati, or Halix, if you want to call him as that now, where really strategy really paid off for Charles. And he really made a name for himself, because I think that was his debut championship in the ARC. But anyway, making their way through... I can't remember the corners' names again, damn it. Let me get it back up. That was Villacidro, and now we're going in towards Turn 8, Arezzo. And then Turn 9 here is Poloni, because it's Italian for pylons, and that's what they are. Charles saying, hey Savvy, how are you? I'm a bit sleepy because I've just came up from a nap. Hence why my mouth is a bit dry. Hold on, let me get a drink of juice here. Hold on. How professional, eh? Right, so La Bomba's joined, so he should get like an extra couple of minutes now because he's back in the lobby. Now let's ride on board then with Charles for a lap around Sardegna B. So coming across the start-finish line, up the brow of the hill, use all of the care, braking extremely hard, down to about second gear. No, he's going to take it, yep, there's second gear for Turn 1 Belvy. Up through the gears now into third, that's Turn 2 Altana, and then to Turn 3, that's Nora. And then Turn 4 is Domus Novas, a very good place to overtake someone. He's going to go down one gear for there, oh, 2 gears now. Now it goes up the hill, sorry. I was going to say fight the understeer. Now into Turn 5. This is Saracen, a long right-hander. And then back onto the power. Now downhill towards Turn 6 and 7. Villacidro absolutely flat out through here. It's going to touch 5th gear, is he? Just about. Stay onto the left-hand side of the track here for Turn 8. That's Arezzo. That's probably one of the places to overtake, and definitely a corner to look out for, because there's a kitty litter there. Turn 9 is now approaching. Poloni, again understeered into a little bit of a banked curve. Still turn left for Turn 10. Now into Sestu, Turn 11, which is flat out with these tyres. Oh, they're also racing with the sports tyres. It's not the racing tyres, it's the sport tyres. This is also another important corner. Turn 12 and then Turn 13. That is Obia. Again, guys will be making a bit of penalties possibly during the race. And that is a lap around Sardegna B, in which Charles will come across the line with a 1:34.557. Only 1 thousandths quicker than Chile. Second in that Wave and West Mazda. And Chile Alex now is 3 temps in 3rd place, and then Crow in 4th. So Chris puts his one into 5th position. Jerry Bear 6th. No, Darryl goes into 6th place. Someone else has actually gone better. That is PK, the king of the mountain. PK at Bathurst, we always call him. And he goes into 4th place. Goes PK, just nearly half a second off Chucky's time. Crow Magna down to 5th. Chris 6th. Rito 7th. Darrow in 8th. And we're nearly about halfway through the session. So what's going on in Group 2 then, Rascal, as the guys have made their first flying laps?
Yeah, we're yet to actually see any flying laps. I'm riding on board with Kev, as he's the first runner, but he's only halfway through the lap. I think we're a little bit behind you guys, but I'll keep you updated. Okay
then, so we're just again looking through Sadison with PK. He's went purple in the first sector, so PK on course for pole position. Probably getting a good toe off of Darryl. Darryl's got quite a nice looking livery too. That orange and blue looks a bit like Iron Brew, but it's Tiger, which I think is maybe some sort of beer company. Yellow flags have been waved. I think someone has gone off at turn 9. I'm just trying to figure out who that could possibly be. I don't think it... Oh, Chili's gone to the point now. Chili's gone to the pole. 1:34.248, as we have got 5 minutes to go. I'll put that in the chat. I think Bomber got an extra 2 minutes because he left and joined back in. And again, Chili going purple in Sector 1, making his way through Sadison. So Charles down to 2nd, PK in 3rd now with that time. 1:34.785 for the Irishman, puts Alex down to 4th, and the Bomber's now stuck his Mazda into 5th place. Good effort from him. 6th is Magna. Chris is 7th, Frito in 8th, Wiley in 9th. I hope Wiley will make the show because he's got like a retro livery. I hope he makes the show anyways. Darrow in 10th, Jenny Bear 11th, and Venom completes the order. So, any news now in Lobby B?
So they've just set some of their first laps. Fastest currently is CSX Steven 85 with a 1:35.1. Just behind him, 2.5 tenths, is Kofi Juicy, and Alex is 3rd currently with a 35.6.
Martin Brower says, how long is qualifying? It's only 10 minutes, so can't afford to make a couple mistakes here and there like Venom just did off of that's not Villasic, that's Domas Novas.
You made these corner names up, Savvy, so
yes.
It can be whatever you want it to be.
I want to look at Wiley's livery because it's more of a retro one. You've got some old school shops in there like Woolworths, Toys R Us, MSN. Yeah, I remember having MSN, Blockbusters, and PS2, which I still think is the best console ever made. I don't know what you think, Larasco, but that's what I think. But there you go.
Wait, what's the best console ever made?
PS2 for me.
I never had one.
You never had a PS2?
No, I didn't.
What have you been doing with yourself, man?
Let's not answer that one.
Here's a look then at Jerry Bear sponsoring the Sean Connery livery, obviously because Sean Connery sadly passed away at 90-year-old. I think he was the first James Bond to sit in 8th place, 1:35.858 for Jerry. And he's only just a 10th behind Chris's time, just making their way through Arizzo. And he's blue, so he's got to improve, only just. He's got to get Poloni correct, which he just about does, trying to fight the oversteer off the corner. Chili makes his way into the pit lane. We've got 2 minutes to go until the end of the session. I'm going to put that in the chat, actually. There we go. And Jerry and Wiley's got to get themselves a tow, but Wiley's going on his fast lap now. Jerry doesn't improve on his 8th place. Someone has actually gone back quicker. Yeah, Cro-Magna. He goes up to 5th place, 1:35.324. Chili's gone even quicker.
Just a quick update from Lobby B. ARC Inman has just gone into first with a 1:34.188, which is almost a second quicker than the next runner-up. So Inman looking very strong already.
I think that's also good enough to put his car 3rd place, because it's Raven West 1 and 2 now, and there's only half a temp separating them. And Halleck's fastest time was a 1:34.145. What was Inman's time, did you say?
Yeah, so he's half a tenth back from Holix.
So,
but he's gone. Oh, he is on a purple lap right now by 1.5 tenths, Inman. So we could be seeing him
on the
going
pole,
potentially
possibly
into the 33s.
Yeah, Chili's done a 1:34.087. So if Inman can get into the 33s, then that's Inman secured in pole position, unless Chili improves as he makes his way off of 13. Corner.
He's just coming up to the start-finish line, but he's got a half a second penalty.
Ah, well, that's going to end
Inman.
it.
And the problem with that penalty is that, has he got enough time for 2 more laps? I believe he does. Okay, so it's not the end of the world. He does have 1 more flying lap, I believe.
Now, qualifying was over when Chili came across the line, so I don't know who was behind, but I think all the others have stopped on turn 1, so we're just keeping our eyes out on here. PK in 4th, making his way on the start-finish line, and does he improve? No, he doesn't. Cro-Magna stopped, he will finish in 5th. Jerry Bear made it into 6th place with that last lap, 1:35.467. Now La Bomba's got another 2 more minutes left because he left the lobby to come back in. So La Bomba, he's sitting 7th, 1:35.492. Reno in 8th, Chris in 9th, Venom in 10th, Wiley in 11th, and Daryl in 12th, 1:36.930. And someone has just went off at turn 1. I think that was someone finishing their lap. That might have been Venom, and it was. He just went improved, 1:35.778. More news on Group 2.
So Kofi and Law, Law just popped up into 2nd place. He's still 6 tenths off Inman, but Inman, no, he does not improve, but he's got 1 more lap. We've got 20 seconds to go, so I just need to send the message out. But we have Inman from Law from Kofi in Lobby 2.
So, we're just seeing La Bomba making his way through Poloni for the last time. 15 seconds to go now for La Bomba. And now see if he can improve on a 1/4 of a tenth on Jerry. Now going in towards that annoying 12 and 13 Obia. You don't want to stick all 4 wheels off that car because you will get yourself a penalty. Now makes his way across the start-finish line, hugs the pit wall. Does he improve on his 1:35? No, he doesn't. And that is the end of La Bomba. That should be the end there for La Bomba. Now, this could be quite controversial if he does make another lap time. But anyway, so here we go. That's the qualifying results in Lobby A. Halleck's actually got the pole position. I didn't notice that there. Halleck's got the pole, 1:34.012, so he was just about 600ths quicker than his teammate Chili. Charles in 3rd with a 1:34.370. 4th is PK with a 1:34.7. And then 1st of the 35s belongs to Cro-Magna, 1:35.324. Only a tenth quicker than Jerry Bear, who was, like I said, a 1/4 of a tenth faster than La Bomba. Reno in 6th. Reno went to 6th place, but his time should not count, I think. Reno just went into 6th place. I don't know. Oh, maybe he just came out the pits. I'm not too sure. But anyway, Reno just went 6th place there, 135.645. I don't know. Chris is 7th, Wiley in 8th, 9th is Darrow. PK has just gone into the pit. Oh no, I think because PK and Chile went into the pits. Right, okay then. So it would be Reno, Chris, Wiley, Darrow, PK. Oh no, I've completely messed up. Venom 135.778. It's kind of messed up when you got 2 guys in the pits, but there you go. So what was the qualifying efforts then in Lobby B then, Rascal?
Hold on, I'm just sending out a message.
Oh, sorry, I was just having another drink there. My mouth is still dry, I don't know why. Didn't see that last lap then from Alex there. It says a bit of a car park at turn 1. Charles doing some donuts in the kitty litter. The marshals will hate them for doing that, picking up all those stones. Oh, there's some stones being kicked up now. Oh, Charles, stop it, son. Please, stop it. Right,
sorry
so what's... That's all right. So what's the qualifying then in Group 2?
So we have Inman on a 34.1, Law on a 34.3, Stephen on a 34.8, and Kofi, I say he's on a 34.8, he's only 100th quicker than Kofi on a 34.9. So, and then Kev Meister, 34.9 as well. So, and Kevlara, a driver I've not seen before, he's on a 35. So that's your top 6 in Lobby B.
Well, the other time's like further down.
Oh, further down, yeah. So
yeah.
Thunderpig in 7th with a 35.3. Bob Reel in 8th with a 35.3 as well, only 100th slower. Tay the Day, who had an extra couple of minutes because he got stuck in the pit lane. He is 9th in Lobby B with a 35.5. Yoguchi in 10th with a 35.5, only 0.003 of a second quicker than Tay the Day. Alex Gaming in 11th with a 35.6. He's in the Carly Rae Jepsen livery. Tony Craze in 12th with a 35.8. And well, it says Techno's in 13th with a 35.4, but his time would have been good enough for 9th. So everyone else would shift down. I think it's because he's got some stuff to do as an admin.
So there you go. Thomas is the chat. Hello, Thomas. Come back in the server, please. I miss you. Anyways, so basically, guys that are in the 34s will definitely make it into the streamed lobby. It's going to be a different tuck though, because like there's a lot of people who are in the 35s, and that's definitely very close. I think who were in the early 135s. The first one here.
Let me have a look here. So
the first one in the 35s here was Crow, and it was a 35.3.
So everyone up to 8th is in my lobby is ahead of Crow. Yes, but no, because Chile exited, so he's also going to be ahead of Crow.
Chile did a 134.0.
Chile exited, PK exited. Who else below those two?
It's just PK and Chile.
So were there only 12 cars in lobby A?
Yeah, there was only 12 cars in lobby A, so PK would make it. So too will Chile. So basically Crow would be 5th looking at that, and then you got Jerry will be 6th, La Bomba will be 7th, Reno will be 8th, Chris will be 9th, Venom is 10th, Wiley's 11th, and Darrow is 12th. So it's going to be very close. He's going to be in the 135 to make it into the streamed event.
I think Jerry is the first car in in lobby 2. I think Jerry is the cutoff, and I think that Techno Guy will be the cutoff for the last person in lobby 1. So if you are quicker, I think the cutoff time is a 35.4.
Jetty Bear did the 35.467. La Bomba did the 35.492.
Yeah, and Techno Guy did a 35.416, quicker than both of them. So I think he's going to be in lobby 1, and then Jerry Bear and the Bomba Negra are going to be in lobby 2.
Oh, that's tough.
That's my it's quick maths.
So pretty much like half a tenth, and Jerry Bear's unfortunately not made it then. Oh, that's disappointing.
This is a provisional result right now. Obviously, when the tables come out, we'll have a clearer picture. But, yeah, some quick maths.
That's from the maths expert there too, from the Rascal. So we're just waiting for the official qualifying and see if your quick maths is correct. But I mean, if that's the case, that would be quite a bit of a blow there for Jerry Bear and the Bomber to just miss out by like half a tenth there. That'd be
literally
so. Yeah, so. So the guys all further back: Reno, Chris, Venom, Wiley, Daryl. Which is a shame because I like Daryl's livery actually too. Let's get on to Daryl's one. Oh, he's
so how many cars are in lobby? How many cars are going to be in lobby 1? 14,
I think there'll be 14. I think there should
14.
be 14.
So can you? So Cro-Magna's time was a
35.3.
35.3, same as so Crow is 5th in lobby 1.
Mm-hmm.
He is the same time as 8th in lobby 2. So those 13 from Crow upwards and Bob Rail upwards are going to be in lobby 1, and then I think the next quickest driver is Techno Guy.
And he will be 14th, did you say? He'll be like last.
14th on the grid, yeah. But last in lobby 1.
Yeah, last in lobby 1. So that means Jerry Bear.
I wish I could send you a screenshot of these results just so that you could see them on stream.
Yeah, I don't have the graph.
Yeah.
I don't have the graphic cards what Lateral had when we did the GR4 ones, eh?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering where it will actually come up as, though.
Are you projecting the lobbies? Craig Law asks in chat. I don't know who Craig Law could be.
That's Law 226.
Is it?
Yes. I think the surname kind of gives it away who it could be.
Wow.
You learn something every day, Rascal.
I guess you do.
So
the times are very close, so this should be a great race.
Yeah, I mean, even when we had the GR4 championship, the times were super close from just making it into lobby A to lobby B. It was like just literally, you're talking about like hundreds, maybe thousands of a second. So as far as I know, the qualifying or the racing for the first round will be Hallex, then Chile, then you said, was it Inman with a 34-1? Did you see?
Yes, Inman.
So Inman would be third. Fourth
would be Law. I have the benefit of being able to see both screens. So
yeah, you're lucky.
So it would be. Did you say Hollex, then Chile, then Inman in third, then Law in fourth, Charles in fifth. Wait, no. Yes, Charles in fifth, and then CSX Steven in sixth, Kofi Juicy in 7th, Kev Meister in 8th, and these times are all separated by the 10th, so all 34.8, 34.9, 34.9, so these guys are very close. So I think it was Kev in 8th, Kev Laro in 9th with 35 flat, Thunder Pig in 10th with a 35.302.
That's a good effort from Thunder Pig, that really good.
Yeah. Bob Reel in 11th with a 35.312. Cro-Magna in 12th with a 35.324.
Yeah.
Then it would be Techno Guy in 13th with a 35.418. But then Jerry Bear gets in. Have I missed someone out?
Well, we've actually got the results here. If you look at, I don't know if you've got Discord up on your championship, on your laptop.
Yeah.
The Chile's actually put up the qualifying results right now. So what it is, this is now confirmed now. Hallex does have the pole. Then it is Chile. That's the Raven West front row. Inman in third. Law fourth, as you said. Charles fifth. PK sixth. Then it is CSX Steven. Kofi Juicy in eighth. Kev Meister in ninth. CSX Kevlaro in 10th. Thunder Pig in 11th. Bob Reel in 12th, Cro-Magna 13th, and Techno Guy in 14th. Those are the people that are going to be racing in the streamed event. And Jerry Bear will start pole in Lobby B with La Bomba on the front row, Tater Day 17th, Ugerti 18th, Alex Gaiman 19th, Dive Bomb 20th, Reno 21st, Chris 22nd, Venom Snake 23rd, Tony Craze 24th, Wiley 25th, and Daryl B completes the order down in 26th. So only like just 1.4 seconds separating Alex the Techno Guy, and 1.5 seconds between Jerry to Daryl. So there you go. That is the official order for the first round of the Flashback Championship. We've got 17 people here, 18 people that are watching, and only 6 likes. So come on, get these people, get these likes coming in, fellas and ladies too. we want to see more likes here. I don't like seeing the number 6. I want to see double figures here.
Well, I've liked the stream, Savvy.
Yes, I liked it too. I was the first one, so
that's 2 people who've already been accounted for.
Yeah, and so there's another 5 that we're missing out on. So there you go.
If you've liked the stream, guilt someone else into liking the stream.
Just getting some of the other drivers from Lobby B just to enter in, and there we go. So then, predictions for the first race. Who do you think will come out on top on this?
Oh, I've got no idea.
This could be tricky, yeah?
you look at that. You look at that top 5, and they're separated by 0.3 per second. Any one of them could win it, but we've seen in the past PK has had the pace, so it's anyone's race.
Definitely, it could be. It'll be close between the Raven West boys, and you got Inman too. We know how quick Inman is, especially how he did in the AGC Championship, and what he in the 2 races that he did in the 3 races that he did in the GR3 Championship. So he could be one to look out for. Law, as we know, he's just getting quicker and quicker every time we see him. Chucky, we know how good he is in the Mazdas driving around here. PK as well. Stephen, we saw how competitive he was in that 2.4 hour race. It's really anything. It's up for grabs. This it could be anyone can win this. It really can.
No, I'm just seeing the gap. So we called it in the stream earlier on. Techno Guy makes Lobby 1 by 0.5 from Jerry Bear. These are the fine margins that we deal with in adrenaline racing community. You know, drivers split by the width of a hair, deciding things. Really close racing.
Yeah, you've even look at it here. You've even got like 1/10 from Techno Guy making the show between from Techno Guy, and then you got Jerry Bear, La Bomba, Tate, and Ugerti, all separated by just 1/10. So it's like five guys there between 1/10 of each other. You know, Techno Guy 135.418, Jerry Bear 135.467, La Bomba 135.5492, Tate Day 135.514, and Ugerti 135.517. I mean, that's super close. Like,
so Savvy from PKMZ in 6th, who's on a 34.7, to Tony Craze, the 24th qualifier. He's on a 35.8, just over a second. Covers from 6th to 24th, and you know that's crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly like what it was in season 4. Just how close they all were. It was just, again, you can't afford to make a mistake on any of your qualifying laps because you'll make the show, and if you do, then unfortunately you're not going to be on TV. Unfortunately, so that's just the way it is. That's how competitive it is. Hopefully we'll get to see the likes of Jerry or La Bomba for next week.
Savvy.
Oh,
you
yeah.
love it when it's a bit competitive.
Oh yes, that's why I've stopped racing altogether now. You know, that's it. That's why I'm in the booth all the time. Hopefully, it's just. I don't know if that was like some sort of innuendo, but you know. So let's have a look at Stephen's livery then. Yeah, that looks quite nice there. A lot of Red Bulls I'm seeing. I know, obviously, you know, Kev Meister's well known for having Red Bull as his sponsor. Kevlaro, let's see what his is like. Yeah, pretty. That looks not bad. I'm still disappointed that we're not going to see Wiley's livery because I like that with the old Toys R Us. It's probably getting to that time of the month where we see the old Toys R Us adverts with that famous song. But now since there's no more Toys R Us here, and it kind of makes me a bit emotional not seeing that car tonight. But oh well, there you go. Let's have a look at Inman. Not using it. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Let's see what Lord is. Lord's known for having green, and yep, there he is.
Martin in chat asks, how does the point system work? Yeah, could someone in chat explain this? Because I don't quite understand either. Maybe that's just me having not read the rules enough.
I think I'm the same as well. I've not read the rules too. Might be, is it like I don't know if it could be like a excuse me, if it's like a dropped points system or what. I really don't know.
I think each driver they can pick their initial, like their individual goals. So one of them can be like beat Team Raven West, who would ARC Holics and ARC Chile, but another objective could be to beat a rival, the person who's directly heading the points table, to beat, to make up places from their starting grid position, to qualify well each race. So drivers have their own personal goals for this championship. So it's not just about their overall race pace and their race performance, but there are these other little fun things there to sweeten the deal in a way. I think there's a regular point system as well, though. Was it the ARC official point system? So there's one point system which is just the normal championship points, and there's the other point system which is about getting as much sponsorship, because sponsorship money, and that's based on the individual goals. Something like that. we should get Techno Guy in here to explain it properly. His,
I don't know if people could understand Techno Guy's voice, how Irish that is, eh?
I'm not much better, to be honest.
So Kofi's left the room, so too was Crow. I think they're just wanting to clear their cache, or I think that is. And we'll get underway. Here's a look then at Thunder Pig. I think the last time, I can't remember the last time we actually saw Thunder Pig, but for that time, what did he do again? Did you see a 35? Did you see?
So Thunder Pig 11th on the grid. It's just
35.302. Yeah, that's it. That is still a very good lap time. I think he competed in the, I want to say, Group C championship back in season 4. So I mean that is a solid effort that there from Thunder Pig, and it's also looking at I was going to say a nice looking livery, but we're just looking at a big massive banner now on the screen. Good timing the part of that. Here's a look then at Law. Definitely one of the favourites maybe for season 5 of the GR3 Championship when it's going to happen.
Oh, he'll have to beat me.
Well, of course, I have to beat you. I'll probably have to beat Hallex as well, who will be defending the crown. I'm not too sure about Chile, though. Cause...
We'll see what Chile has in store, but yeah. I'm expecting a very strong field when season 5 eventually rolls around.
That's what drivers shouldn't be doing. Don't want to shortcut 10:13. Oh, there's a nice there's a nice video of pictures of mechanics there. Just looking at the spotters and what have you. Out goes Charles. So on my screen I see 14. Are you joined, by the way?
I'm on. Yeah, I'm following Law right now. It's just on the track.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I see 14. Yep. So stuck check starting in about hopefully soon.
Yeah.
And see if everyone will get off the line, which we're hoping and praying that we should. And we know regarding,
fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Knowing Charles's connection, it could be a little bit iffy. This is just a stuck check. I think all the others should be. Oh, look at them all flashing their lights. Look at that. Oh, that's lovely. The things you love to see. Bob Brill must be a new person to the ARC. I've not seen him race before. So for him to stick his Mazda in 12th place is a solid effort indeed. And Technoguy wants to prove himself in this championship, since he was the only driver to qualify in Group A to have not made a Lobby A race back in Season 4. I know that's it's a fact that he doesn't want to know, but looks like everyone is off very well, actually.
Yep.
Nice and colourful looking grid. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Nice and colourful grid. That's what I like to see. Oh, the two Raven West boys getting together. You don't want to do that. Yeah, so the stuck checks are completely fine. All the others are still wanting to race. They still want to have a piece of that first place, I think. That's why. There we go. And now it's been cancelled. So I think everyone is okay, I reckon.
Yeah.
PK's just typing something in, don't know what he's going to type. So when we have a little break then, how did the last week's race then happen at the Nordschleife of Yis and Inman and Law? How did it pan out?
Oh, that went very well. Well, it took a while to get going and finish, but we stuck in there and we took a really solid third place. The teams that finished first and second, they were full of World Tour finalists, so realistically third was the goal, and yeah, we got it. Brilliant performance from the lads. And yeah, it was a 6-hour race split into 2-hour sections, and then what they did was they tried to preserve the gaps from the last driver to the one who was currently in the car. So yeah, it turned into like a pure 6-hour race at the Nordschleife, and I think that was a pretty cool concept. It would be interesting to see if we tried something like that in ARC in the future, but between the schedule of the Flashback Championships and the potential Season 5, it might be quite difficult to put into place, but it'd be interesting to see if ARC did something like that in the future.
You never know. They'll probably end up with another endurance race, hopefully not as long as that, because my voice will probably be gone after that. So anyway, PK is going to start the final for the first round of the ARC Flashback Series, and it's this guy that we are looking at now, starting on the pole, followed by his teammate Chilling, Inman in third, Law in fourth, Chucky in fifth, PK in sixth, Stephen seventh, Kofi in eighth, Kevmeister ninth, Kevlaro 10th, 11th will be Thunderpig, Bob Reel, Cro Magna and Technoguy. That completes the order, and we are getting ready for the first round again of the using the Mazda touring car. Is it an hour-long race? No, it's not. No, it is an hour-long race. Yep, my apologies. An hour, yep. So here we go. Red lights are on, 4 lights, 5 lights, the engines rise, careful don't jump the start anyone, and away we go for the first round of the championship. Looks like it's a pretty clean start there from everyone. The two Raven West boys then side by side making their way through turn 1 and already trying to go single file into turn 1 on the inside line, but it's going to be Hallex that's going to hold on. But look out for Inman. Now they're fan out 3 abreast going into turn 1. Hopefully no contact at mid-pack. Looks like we're all nice and clean through there. But it's still the Raven West boys side by side. And Inman trying to bump draft his way into second place on the inside of Chile and gets it. Obviously no bump drafting, because bump drafting's not allowed in ARC. And Law's having a look on the inside of Charles through Novas. Don't know if there was a teensy bit of contact, but through goes Law up into 4th place. Further back now, 3 abreast for 5th place, sorry, 6th place, which Stephen comes out on top. He passes PK, then Kofi in the process. Charles has regained that 4th spot, and now just listen to the cars going through Villa Cedro. Oh, lovely sight there. Now then, in towards the turn 8 Arizzo. And we're going to make it through there nice and tidy. Again, they go free abreast for 6th place. Now it's towards Poloni. Kevmeister's trying to go and try and gain 3 positions here. Oh, PK's shoved off a little bit. That's because they went free abreast. I mean, there was nothing that PK could have done. So PK down into 12th place. Thunderpig down in last, as well as Bob Breel just ahead. But it looks like it's all clean at the front. Hallex and Inman, both, and Chile. It looks like the top 5 have pulled away from Stephen in 6th.
Yeah, and we're seeing already the Arc boys showing how fast they are. Hallex, Inman, and Chile.
Oh, someone's got a penalty.
Charles and Law in tow as well, so they're already starting to pull a gap just 1 lap into this race. A driver that I wanted to mention from the first lap is Techno Guy. He started dead last on the grid. He's made his way up into 10th position after the first lap.
Yeah, good start there from Techno Guy. Again, wants some redemption after the disappointment in the season 4. So far, so good for the Irishman as he makes his way towards Dobas Novas. He's got Kevlaro just ahead of him. Let's actually ride on board then with Techno. Now makes his way towards Saracen. With a side-by-side activity just ahead. Kofi versus, that is Kevmeister. That is for 7th place. And they're still going to be side-by-side going down to the Villa Cedro. And it looks like Kofi's sticked ahead. And I think Kofi's having a look on the inside and maybe has that position in towards Arizzo. And he's got that position held still. And you've got Kevlaro there too, if them two were to slip up, which I hope they don't, because it is very early in the race. We did see PK go on the gravel trap here. Oh, and through goes PK, well, I say that. And so too does Cro Magnus. So Techno may have Techno's lost a couple of spots there.
It might be worth getting a replay of that because he's lost a couple of positions as a result of that. I
was on board with Techno Guy. I think that PK may have done... Yeah, he just went by. Yeah, Techno may have been a little bit slow off of Poloni and Ted, and then through went Crow and PK.
Techno will be a bit disappointed by that. He's just picked
got a penalty.
Up a second. Yeah. And so Bob and Thunderpig. And so Techno's back where he started after saying... So watch out for him, he's already back to dead last. Come on, Techno, let's see something. Let's see some more overtaking.
There's plenty of time, There's 56 minutes to go. Top 5 are still pulled away from Stephen in 6th, already 3.3 the gap is. But then you've got a nice tasty battle for 6th place between Stephen, Kofi, Kev and Kevlaro. And then in 10th place leading the way is PK, starting to close up on that battle for 6th place, and he's bringing Cro Magna with him. 12th is Bob Breel in a real good battle there with Thunderpig and Techno, trying to recover from the penalty he had the last lap. Oh, Techno careful, he's on the grass there off of the Villa Cedro. Now side by side with Thunderpig, now towards turn 8. He could gain 2 places in 1 here if he's careful. No, he's going to gain 1.
So Bob is on medium tyres, the only driver in the fields who has opted to start the race on medium. So we'll see how long he can keep Techno at bay on that slower tyre.
I forgot what is the fuel wear and what the tyre wear is around there with these cars.
Yeah, I've got no idea, Savvy, but I know that the race should be a one-stop. So we'll see whether drivers opt go on the soft tyre, as in stay on their soft tyres, or to switch over to the less favourable medium tyre, as Techno pulls alongside Bob on the start-finish straight.
And through into 12th. Through into 12th goes Techno Guy. And now he's going to try and catch up on Cro Magna. One's a little wide through Belving, but he's got the position. So up to P12 now goes Techno.
Will Bob have a look on the inside going into Domus Navas?
I think he's a bit too far. He's just too far back on there, Techno. Yeah, he'll probably do well to stay in the slipstream because he's on the slower tyres, and Thunderpig is all over the back of him too. Actually, let's ride on board with Bob Breel, the new guy in the ARC. He's at the inside open at Saracen for Thunderpig to make a move on the inside, but he's going to go to the outside of the Villa Cedro, and Thunder will stick him behind. Thunder looking every which way, but it just he's going to get the position here, I reckon. No, Thunderpig just stays it behind. I'm mean, if I was Thunderpig, I wouldn't be sticking behind Bob. I would actually make a pass here and don't lose Technokai just ahead. Because if he's going to get stuck behind Bob, it's going to hamper his race completely. He needs to get by Bob as soon as he can.
Kofi may have a run on Steven on the start-finish straight. He's actually looking to get past to go up into 6th place.
Oh, and side by side, I think that is for 4th place too. Further ahead, that would be Law maybe trying to pass on Chili, which I think he may have already done, which he has. So Law's up into P3, Kofi's up to P6. We'll have a look at a replay then of Law. Just gets a great run on the start finish straight and just blows by Chili like he's not even there, and Chili just lets him by.
So that was Kofi repassing Steven, so it suggests that maybe those two have been battling all the time, as I see Kofi sets a purple first sector, probably because of the slingshot that he got on that start finish straight from Steven, but he's now pulled a 4/10 gap on Steven.
But then Steven will close up because he'll be in the slipstream. I thought he was going to be really late on the brakes then with Steven, but no. Now look further forward there. Charles now going to attempt to pass on Chili. So Chili looks like he's kind of struggling on those super softs and gets it completely sideways off of turn 10.
They're not super soft tyres, Savvy. They're sport softs.
Sport softs. Did I say super softs?
You did say super softs.
Oh
That's
dear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm known to having super softs, so yeah. I'll probably say that. Oh, Kofi may have. Ooh, careful. Yeah, don't want to hit to get their 4 wheels off of turn 13 because that will be a penalty, and he got away with that.
As he puts his lights, his hazard lights on.
Hazard lights on, yeah. That's interesting. I think they're starting to close up on the 3 that's just ahead, 2.4. In fact, 3rd through to 5th have lost the gap between 1st and 2nd. They've now shot away 2.3 seconds they've got over Law now in that 3rd spot. But I think what Inman's doing is just trying to save a bit more fuel than what Hallex is. Just check on the fuel wise. Yeah, Inman's got a little bit more fuel than Hallex. And then Law in 3rd place. Chilling, we know he's a guy that's quite happy just to sit behind someone, save as much fuel as he can, and Charles should probably do the same too while he's in that 5th place. 6th place is still Kofi. Steven in 7th, then Kev holding on to that 8th place. He's got a bit of damage on his Red Bull Mazda, and then Kev Lado looking a bit closer. So is Kev going to make a pass? No, he isn't. The 2 Kevs then going battling out for 8th and 9th, and PK
Kevlaro needs to get a hurry up in passing Kevmeister because PKMZ is closing them in fast.
Yeah, I'm just going to look at times comparison. So 136.0, 135.1 for Kevlaro. The last 2 laps have been a 135.3 and a 134.7. So yeah, PK is, in your words, on a mission.
And let's see, he might get a super run on Kev in 8th. Can we see a double pass going into turn 1 Bellevue?
Well, let's ride on board with PK.
Doesn't look like it right now.
No, it doesn't look like it. I think more than anything, Kevlaro's got to run on Meister. Here we go then. Kev on the inside, Kev on the outside. Who's going to come out on top? It's going to be a Kev, but which one? Kevlaro's got to be careful and not to put 2 wheels on the gravel trap. They're side by side. This is going to open the door for PK to make a look now. But Kev Meister just holds up on Laro. But they are catching up again to Steven and Kofi. And we're just past 10 minutes left.
PK shows his nose on Kevlaro into Thomas Navas, but nothing doing there. We'll see if he can get a run onto the back straight. I call it a straight, but really it's
anything but a straight.
Yeah. It's a bit like Curva Grande at Monza, It's flat out, but it's anything but straight.
Now in towards turn 8 they go. And PK had a good run in the middle of turn 8, hit the apex perfectly fine, used all of the curb on the right side there for turn 9, Poloni. And you can see Kev pulling away. Kevlaro didn't get a good run through there, so now Kevlaro will be feeling a little bit of heat with PK all over the rear end of him. Here we go, then in towards Albia, turn 12 and then turn 13. And you can see PK setting him up now. Here we go. He's going to have a look. But Kevlaro's got the slipstream of Meister, and that's why Kev is pulling away. Although PK has a look on the inside at turn 1, and he's not going to get that position then. Still, Hallex and Inman lead the way, only 2 tenths separating the top 2, and then they've got a 4.1 gap over Law in 3rd, with Chile 4th and Charles in 5th. 6th is Kofi, and is actually gaining on the 3 guys that are ahead, and he's bringing Stephen with him too, so not too long, we're going to have ourselves a 5-car scrap for the 3rd place.
I'm looking at Law, Chile, and Charles, and they both lost. All 3 of them lost 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds. They lost over a second on that last lap to Kofi. So I don't know if they were fighting or if one of them went off, but they all lost ground on that last lap. And Kofi looking to make it a 4-way scrap for the final podium position.
And you got Stephen there too.
Yeah, Holix and Inman have stretched their lead out in these opening few laps to 4.5 seconds. This is an ominous sign. Those 2 extremely strong in the Mazda.
Yeah, well, these are pretty much the class of the ARC right now. You know, you got Hallex as the Season 4 champion. You got Edmund as the AGC runner-up, but he was completely dominant in all the races that he entered in. So these 2 are showing the way what, you know, the class of the ARC right now. Obviously, with the exception of you not racing in it, but you can see why that they're going to be ones to possibly beat or even run for the championship too. I just see that in the background now, Kofi has now caught up with the battle now for this battle for 3rd place, and also Stephen just less than a second back, so he is within slipstream distance of those 4 guys ahead. Let's ride on board with Stephen, making their way in towards Domas Novas. And yeah, I think you could effectively say it's a 5-car battle for the 3rd spot.
I'm surprised by Chile. I think he's got something up his sleeve here, because he's selling in
he's fuel saving.
Law.
He's fuel saving. He's a little bit. He's got a tad bit more fuel than Law.
Yeah, but Charles has more fuel than the pair of them. So we talk about Chile being, you know, the what's an oil company?
What, BP?
He's the I can't even say it anymore. Charles is saving his fuel like a wizard right now, though, and he'll be hoping to conjure up some magic later on in the race with these strats.
Oh, there you go. Well, I mean, we have seen him do these tactics before, and it paid out on top, especially at the 2-hour race at Laguna Seca in these cars. So yeah, I think these guys are ploying something just to save a bit more fuel. So this race is not over just yet, even though there is a big gap between 2nd and 3rd, and we've passed the quarter way through.
There is a long way to go.
Oh yeah, past 10 minutes here. So what? I'm going to see what, roughly about 30 laps. No, not 30 laps. About 40 laps, roughly. 45 minutes in. We're already on lap 10.
Yeah, I'd say 40 laps. 40 laps is maybe 30. Someone in chat earlier is 39. So
39, 30, yeah. So if they're going to make a 1 stop, it would be what, lap 20, lap 21, roughly.
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Roughly about that.
Maybe even lap 19. We could see people hitting as early as lap 18. So, you know, the window's quite large, and yeah, in around 14 minutes we should be seeing the first of the pit stops.
Kev has actually pulled away from Kevlaro. In fact, that gap has now distanced themselves 8th to 10th, because it was very close together. They're not there close there now, as I've just seen PK slide his way through Oritzo. But,
PK has also lost ground on the 2 Cavs, so I wonder what's happened to him, whether he hit the tyres have sort of just fallen off, or whether it was just a mistake. Keep an eye out on that one.
His last lap was a 136. And he hasn't done a 1:36 since the third lap, so he must have made a mistake somewhere that unfortunately we didn't see. Go back to Cro Magna.
He does have the slipstream now on Kevlaro, so we might see this come all the way down.
I don't think he'll.
Gap.
I don't think he'll threaten the
He won't try
pass.
and move.
No, he won't try and move. But yeah, he is coming down now, in towards
went from 7 tenths to 4 tenths.
In towards Otana and Entenora, turn 3 here, flat out. Still not close to the back of Kevlaro though, so he's going to be in behind. Further back then we see Cro Magna in 4th, and then in 5th is Techno Guy. 13th is Thunderpig, and in 14th place is Bob. But as you said, he is on the medium tyres, and he's sitting there in last place, 8.7 seconds back.
Chile is very close to Law right now. But he's still not he's still not going for a move.
Yeah, because he's fuel saving. He's just happy to sit there in that 4th place. This is what we've known from Chile so many times. He'll be happy to sit behind a guy, save that fuel, and then, you know, when it comes to like the last few minutes of the race, that's when he'll make his move. Or he'll probably pass him during the pits, effectively too.
The problem with his strat right now is that he is every corner losing time to Holix and Inman. You know, the gap 3 minutes ago it was around 4.5 seconds. It's now gone up to around 6 seconds. So the two in the lead, they'll be happy to work together and make sure as Chile pulls the outside of Law into Belvy, can he make a move?
Not quite. So Law's going to protect the inside, giving him still racing room. Now, they don't want to be battling too much then, because they'll lose the gap with Inman to Hallex even more.
Law defends.
Law again defends, yep. Domas Navas here, turn 4.
Oh,
Kofi looking
Chile
a bit
must
wide.
Be so frustrated right now. As Charles, is he going to look for a move?
Oh, that was close through Saracen there. Look at them. 3rd to 5th, nose to tail. And you got Kofi and Stephen now there too in the mix, and you can see further behind Kevmeister trying to catch up with these guys ahead. As Kofi has a look on the inside of Charles. No, not happening. That's not happening. Going back to Chile, I mean, Chile's doing what Lemmy always done back in season 2, because that's how Lemmy won the championship when he was racing in there. He'd be just happily sitting behind Dan, saving fuel, and then when it came to the pit stop, he'd have more fuel than Dan's, and then he'd come out ahead of Dan's because the fuel saving. So Chile, I don't think Chile would be too concerned at this point, even though he's 7.1 back, because we know how fast that he is. Charles, massive tank slap, but how did the fudge did he save that? What was that save? Let's have a look at a replay. What a save this was. Oh, he gets all 4 wheels on. Oh, hello, sir. Oh, the back end just snatched it out like Kim Kardashian twerking there. Dearie me. That was some heck of a save there from Chucky. He's lost 2 spots though, and has lost the draft of that for 3rd place now.
Well, if they keep battling, then he should be able to catch them pretty soon. Charles also in a better position than the 4 ahead of him, purely on fuel. He's done an excellent job in fuel saving in this opening third of the race.
Oh, Piquet's now into 9th place. He's gone by Kevlaro, just noticed there. So Piquet now into 9th, Kevlaro down to 10th. Cro Magna still in 11th place, about 5 seconds back. Now Piquet's got 2.8 seconds to catch up on Kevmeister.
I tell you what, PK is only 7 seconds behind Law in 3rd. You know, he's not out of the question for a podium here if he gets a shift on and the guys at the front start fighting.
A little bit of gravel being kicked up from Law off of turn 10, and still holding on to that 3rd place ahead of Chile, ahead of Kofi, ahead of Stephen. And then Charles had that major moment a lap ago. Let's see if he does it this time. No, that was a little bit more cleaner. And he is starting to catch up to Stephen, although the gap is still increasing. That's because Stephen's in the slipstream of Kofi. Lap 14 now. Drivers should be making a pit stop within about 9 minutes time. Oh, as you said there, between laps 19 to 21, that's when the drivers will change tyres to the medium tyres, or in Bob Reel's case, he'll change from mediums to soft. Let's see how far back he is there away from Thunder Pig. He is nearly 10 seconds away from Thunder Pig. I don't know. That might be too big of a gap.
I don't think that Chile is going to change onto the medium tyres. I think he is trying to save his tyres in this stint, jump Law on fuel, on the having to fuel less and not to change tyres, and yeah, I think that's his strategy right there. His tyres look pretty good, but I wondered, I still don't think that Warren Softs can go, his tyres can go to the end of the race as they are right now.
Just when you were saying about that, I know I keep bringing up about the 2-hour race at Laguna Seca, but Chile did exactly the same strategy at Laguna Seca. He went on, he made the pit stop, stayed on with those same set of soft tyres, and Charles was catching him so quickly, and he went by him and didn't even put up a fight to Chile. He just let him by because the tyres were too worn. I wonder if that could play into his mind a bit, or is he gonna stay at make a pit stop with those same tyres? Who knows? We'll find out in about 7 minutes time at least. As he has a look on the inside now, Lloyd's going to have an overlap here. So I'm wondering if it's go time now for Chile to get that 3rd spot, and then maybe the gap between himself to Inman is far too big now for Chile's boots, and now into 3rd place goes Chile.
So Chile's decided that now is go time, and that he's seen enough of that gap growing, and he's decided, right, I'm going to take over pacemaking now. Law.
It's Chile time, do you think?
I tell you what, he is revving that car out now, big time.
I tell you what, Kofi's close. Kofi's very close. Someone's picking you up here in the live chat. Riaz Wazak, I hope I've said your name right. He says the co-commentator is a class act.
Cheers, Riaz. I always appreciate the love. You know, yeah, I hope you're enjoying some great racing here. We're coming into the pit stop window now, and
pretty much.
Will be interesting. Yeah, we're just going to see what the tyre strategies are for our drivers in the second half of this race, and whether Chile. So Chile, he's made 4/10 on Law.
Yeah, we'll he's going.
But is Law going to try and? Is he going to try and make him move into turn 1 on this lap? Will he get a big enough run?
Oh, careful, Chile. That's. I think that you'll be all right with that.
That's okay.
That's okay. Fine. That's fine. I always get a bit worried because that 10, 12 to 13 is quite difficult, and like you don't want to put all 4 wheels off, or because it will hamper with your penalty, like what happened with Thunder Pig and Techno Guy early on in the race. As Kofi tries to fake a look on Law. I tell you what, I'm actually enjoying this 4-car battle for 3rd to 6th, even though they've been pretty much single file the whole entire this whole battle. It's been quite fun.
And don't count out Charles. He is only 1.4 seconds back from Steven in 6th, with more fuel in the tank. So we can see a shorter pit stop from Charles, and potentially even less as Kofi goes wide.
Yeah, just caught Steven. A bit of it. Yeah, I think he got a couple of wheels off of Domas Navas. Let's see. Oh, did he? Let's have a look then. This is 10-4. Understeer. Gets onto the grass sideways. There was a bit of a light contact there. Nothing too harmful. No damage on the bed of them. So Kofi made a mistake, and that's now put Steven into 5th.
Yeah, and Steven's been taking care of the car pretty well. He's not had a very loud race right now. He's just quietly made his way up the order, but he is within striking distance of Chile in that 3rd spot. So can we see Steven making a move?
I tell you what, I want you to pay your attention to Chile's right front tyre compared to Kofi's right front. That is quite a bit of wear between Chile to Kofi's right front. I would expect Kofi to possibly make a pit stop there, because I don't think he's going to be pitting in and sticking with those tyres, to say the least.
He doesn't seem to be losing too much time currently. Kofi, I think he's using
he's
that
he's understeered again through turn 1. His tyres are falling off the cliff here in a little bit.
as long as Kofi can stay with this pack, then he'll be in with the shout in the second half of this race. But I do not expect Kofi to be double stinting these tyres. He must.
No, he's got to change.
Yeah, he must be thinking of those mediums right now. So
Charles is there too now. Charles is catching less than a second.
So if Charles can get a good final sector here, he might be in the slip going on to the start-finish straight, and that will really pull him back into the thick of it. Having made a mistake earlier on, he must have been kicking himself, but now,
yeah, he is.
The race ain't over. Still over halfway to go. Over halfway to go.
Let's give you a rundown then of how they look. Alex and Inman still noticed how like it's been from the start of the race. Chile in third, followed by Law. Stephen in fifth, Kofi sixth, Charles with that huge moment a couple of laps ago down into seventh place. Kevmeister still holding on, but starting to lose the gap from Charles ahead. He still sits in eighth place. PK in ninth, who's sort of pulled away a little bit from Kevlaro. 11th is Crow Magna, 8.1 behind Kev. 12th is Techno Guy, 13th is Thunder Pig, and Bob Rio now 21 seconds back. So I think Bob has made a mistake. Looking on lap 15, he did a 143, so he's went off somewhere that again on the stream we didn't show. So Bob Rio, his first ARC race is one to forget at the moment.
Well, I think Bob will be happy that he made Lobby 1.
Oh yeah, of course he'll be happy making the show. Yeah, definitely. Charles is all over the back of Kofi now. Kofi's tyres are looking very sorry now.
So he will want to get a good run on Villacidro and hopefully make him move on the inside down in on the uphill right-hander into Arizzo. Can he do it? He's pulling up.
He's pulling up. Who's he going to be late on the brakes? No, he brakes a bit early.
You think he thinks better of it right now?
Kofi's oh, look at this. Kofi sideways in the middle of Arizzo.
Charles got a much better run out of Arizzo, and now into Piloni. He has to settle back in.
I saw the tactic what he was doing, braking early just to get a bit of speed off the corner, which he did. But Kofi was sideways off Arizzo, and that kind of hampered the run from Charles. About a minute to go until we make the first pit stop. Well, the one and only pit stops. Who's going to pit in first? I reckon it's going to be Kofi. Kofi's really losing that battle ahead with Stephen.
Kev's in.
Oh, Kev's the first to come in. So he will change on
That's really troubling for Kev because he's on 3% fuel, but he's not made half distance yet. So he's run 29 laps on a full tank of fuel, but he's got 31 minutes to go, so he's going to have to fuel save quite a bit in the second stint.
He's putting a lot of fuel in the car. He'll have to go all the way to the very top. I don't know if they changed tyres. Have they changed tyres? Yes, he has. Yes. Okay.
The Kev's onto the medium tyres.
So he's going to have to fuel save at least a couple of laps just to be alright to go to the rest of the finish. Let's have a look.
So he probably lost around, what, 25 seconds, are we saying, for a pit stop? 25-30 seconds?
45 seconds he is now behind. I don't know what he was before he made the pit stop between himself to Alex, though. Actually, he's done quite consistent lap times there. Look at it, his times. 1:35.3, 1:35.4, 1:35.5, 1:35.5. So he's been consistent, actually, Kev. Fair play.
Yep. Yeah, and he was holding down 8th ahead of PKMZ before coming in. So the top 7 should all come out ahead of Charles. But
Alex is in.
Holix is in, yep.
Oh, is it Holix?
Inman.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was Halix, my bad.
No, it's okay. So we'll see what tyres Holix goes on to, whether he feels that the softs
Oh, I don't think
can make it
actually...
in. And Kofi on fumes makes it in.
I don't think Halix is changing tyres. Now, I'm wondering if this is a strategy with Chile and himself, with Halix, because they are teammates. I don't think that he's staying on those tyres. There we go. So Halix is staying on those tyres. So I'm wondering if Chile will do the exact same thing.
Yeah, Chile must be... Chile is the Pirelli Picasso. He will be thinking about...
You don't want to say that. If Ruben's in the chat... Oh, you don't want to say that.
Have I got the nicknames wrong? Okay.
Yeah, that's Ruby.
He'll be the Michelin Michelangelo then. You know. We gotta have more of these. Was it the Dunlop Da Vinci? Can we have that?
Dunlop Da Vinci. You got, what about Bridgestone?
Yeah.
Bridgestone Brilliance? I don't know.
Bridgestone Botticelli. Is that an answer?
Oh, Botticelli. Yeah.
Botticelli. Yeah, Botticelli. There we go.
That sounds like a food. I'm not gonna lie, it just sounds like a food.
It's because you don't speak Italian.
That's true. Inman makes his way into the pit lane now. I wonder if he's gonna change tyres. Because we noticed there that Horlicks.
I think he will.
Didn't.
I think he will. No,
he's
didn't.
not. He's not. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Chili's in, Law's in, Stevens in. So Charles now has the lead of the race with the fuel saving. Now, has Chili saved is Chili going to change tyres? Oh, we're looking at Piquet. He's into the pits. Oh, get to Chili. I don't think he's actually changed tyres.
Inman's out. He didn't change tyres.
But is he going to come out ahead of Horlicks? He does. Oh, does he?
Oh, no.
He does.
Horlicks backed out. So Horlicks was like, no, Horlicks was like, no, you go, Inman. You go. I've had enough of pace setting. You're going to be the one leading the way.
Yeah, here's a replay. He would have came out easily ahead. Yeah, he braked way too early going in towards turn 1, yeah. So he's starting after you, Inman.
Yep.
So Charles is leading, who's yet to make a pit stop. Inman now into what you could say a net lead of the race, but Horlicks is all over the back of Inman now, going towards Velocedro.
So, of the drivers to change tyres on and go onto that medium set, Law is the first runner. He is running 2 seconds behind Steven.
Oh, through! Horlicks is through! Inman must have let him by. I wonder if there's like some sort of gentleman's agreement between Inman to Horlicks. I don't know, but Inman just made that pass extremely easy for Horlicks to go by.
No, Inman and Horlicks know that it's an all-out duel between the pair of them for the win here. They are 7.5 seconds ahead of Chile, although Charles is making his pit stop now, so we'll see. We'll see where he comes out, whether he can...
He'll probably come out in 7th, I reckon. Maybe behind Kofi. I'm wondering if Kofi's changed tyres.
Yeah.
So too did Kofi, so he may come out in 7th, Charles, I reckon.
It's going to be tight between Charles and Kofi. But I think he might... It depends on how much he fuels. But he could have come out ahead of Law 226. Will he?
Charles think control is impossible.
Law's got him.
Yeah, Law's got him, but it's Kofi. Oh, Kofi's just coming across the line now. No, so Charles has gone ahead of Kofi.
Yeah.
So...
And that's because Charles probably did a qualifying lap on his final lap on those softs. And he fueled a little bit less than... he didn't have to fuel as much as Kofi, because he came in a lap or two later. So, that's smart. That's smart from Charles to use the pit stops to jump Kofi.
Stevens made his pit stop and also stuck with the same tyres that he started with. So effectively the top 4 have still on the soft tyres what they started with. And Law, who's on a fresh set of mediums, is in 5th place. Then Charles in 6th, Kofi 7th, PK in 8th, who's jumped Kevmeister in the pits. Yeah, PK's also changed tyres and all. Kevmeister 9th, sorry. Kevlaro 10th. Techno Guy is in 11th place. I don't know what has happened to Crow Magna. He's fallen all the way behind now to 13th place. So Crow must have made a mistake somewhere, because he's lost 2 positions, because we did see him last time in 11th place. Techno and Thunder's gone by, and now Bob Rio, who's gone on to the super soft tyre. Super softs, I said it again, haven't I? The sports soft tyres is now in 14th place, and he's 21 seconds behind Crow Magna. There's Crow looking all over the back of Thunderpig, going towards Poloni.
You know what I think happened? I think Crow came in, fueled all the way to the top at his pit stop, but didn't change tyres, and then after one lap said, no. these aren't going to work, and so then came in for another pit stop to change onto the medium tires. That's what I think. That's why I think Crow lost some time. Because it says he's on an outlap, so he must have just come out of the pits. And he's got to run on Thunderpig.
He does, which Thunderpig is not going to defend that position. So turn 1 is a left-hander, and that's just going to be easy pickings for Crow to take P12 away from Thunderpig.
Yep.
And that indeed he does. So through into 12th place. He's got 4.6 seconds now to catch up to Techno Guy in 11th place.
And it's as you were in front with Holix, less than 0.3 ahead of Inman, as we have seen for the entire race so far.
Yeah.
Been 36 minutes in, and you've got, you know, the front two this close for the entirety of it. Incredible stuff, lads.
Chile 7.8 back, and you've got Stephen 4.5 gap back, but the gap now between Stephen to Law is closing 1.8. It's going to be some worn sports softs to racing mediums, and then you've got Charles in 6th, 2.2 ahead of Kofi. PK just nearly 6 seconds off of Kofi's time, but 5.6 ahead of Kevmeister. Tell you what, Kevmeister lost a lot of time in that pit stop. Although fair being, he was the first to make the pits, didn't he? But he should have still come out ahead of PK, so he's lost like a lot of time. So too was Kevlaro in the process, nearly 10 seconds away from Kevmeister. And see if Cro-Magnus is starting to catch up. No, he's not. But Thunderpig less than half a second in the toe of Crow. And still Bob Reel in last place, who's just made his way off of the start-finish line. Forgot to mention then there's only one penalty burn around this track, as I thought, oh, Cro-Magnon gets a couple of wheels on the gravel trap off of turn 2. And now Thunderpig is going to smell blood from that mistake from Crow. And he's not going to do it just yet.
Crow in his customary purple livery.
Purple, yeah.
With the yellow decals, yellow spoiler, and what are they called? Wing mirrors. There we go.
Charles was saying in the chat that controller is impossible. I don't know. I thought they're quite easy. It's definitely a lot more easier than what it is on Assetto Corsa. Trust me on that. That is impossible on a controller.
So Charles had a wheel, but
yeah,
I think it's gone in for servicing, so he's on the controller for the time being. And you know, it's one of those things where maybe we're seeing Inman. What he's able to do on the controller right now, he's running less than 0.3 off the lead. So it's not controller, it's just the fact that Charles isn't used to playing on controller. So he's having to relearn it, and that's why we're seeing him not as high up as you'd normally expect him to be. He's still in a solid 6th place. He's only 3 seconds off of Law in 5th. So we'll see. You know, this race ain't over. So yeah, let's watch out for Charles.
It's the same for Crow too, because he was also a wheel user, but then I think there was a problem with his wheel, and he said he's too lazy to have it servicing. So he's been stuck with pad for like the whole of season 4, and I think he's still using the pad right now. Of course, he's used the pad in the AJC, so God, I wonder if he can get his backside done and get back to wheel, because we know Crow's a fast driver. We want to see him up at the front instead of back down in 12th or 13th.
Yeah, I've not raced Crow on wheel, so.
Oh, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
quicker.
wheels. When he was racing with a wheel, it's more of his comfort zone than racing with a pad. Gap is stabilising with Chile to Inman, about 7.5 seconds, so he's not really gaining in grounds on Inman and Horlicks, but obviously them two are pretty much working together. And then Stephen starting to fall back a little bit, 1.6, but Law is still slowly catching up. Just seeing here, Stephen's lap times has gone into the 36s now with those worn sports soft tyres. And Law's doing also 36s as well, but he's on fresher mediums.
Charles behind them is on a 35.8 from his last. Well, his last 3 laps have been 35.9, 35.9, 35.8. So
it's been quicker than Stephen and Law.
Yeah.
So Charles may prop up into 4th position if he keeps up these laps. I don't know why you're saying control is impossible if he's quicker than the 2 guys ahead.
Charles is a quick boy, you know, we don't know what we would be seeing from Charles right now if he was still on his wheel. I think he'd be up there with the likes of Chile, Inman and Harlix, but I guess we'll just have to repeat this race when he gets his wheel, right? And then get someone else in the booth so I can get out there.
I never know you can hang it with a wheel with servicing. Like, what does that do? Does it just repair it? Oh,
Kofi gets very wide on the exit of what's it called? What's that corner called? Albia.
Oh yeah, that's
he
tight.
Somehow avoided a penalty.
Yeah, he was lucky there.
It was one pick away from getting it.
He's definitely cutting it fine. But he is holding on to a 7th place at this moment, Kofi. He's just got Charles ahead, but PK's a bit further behind.
Law 226 is now within a second of CSX Stephen.
And he's gone into the 35s now.
Yeah, he's finally found his pace on this medium tyre.
And don't forget Charles too, they're back there. Even though he's 2 seconds back, he is faster than the 2 guys ahead of him. Now going in towards turn 8.
Well, he'll hope that they start scrapping so that he can really start catching them. You know, if Law goes straight by Stephen, then that's a problem for Charles, because Charles may think that he can get Law by the end of this race, but he doesn't want to get held up by Stephen if Law isn't also.
So we're coming up then towards 3/4 of the race complete. Onto lap 28 goes the leaders. They've just came across the start-finish line, and they're still 7.7 seconds ahead of Chile. And then they got Stephen, who is getting closely caught now by Law on those fresh set of mediums. In 5th, Charles in 6th, Kofi 7th, PK in 8th, Kevmeister 9th, Kevlaro 10th, Techno Guy in 11th place, 12th is Cro Magna, Thunderpig 13th, and Bob Reel 14th. The gap has actually come down now as Bob Reel to Thunderpig, 10 seconds, as he sticks a couple of 4 wheels just off of Arizzo. So I'm not too sure if, yeah, Bob Reel is actually really catching Thunderpig.
Yeah, Bob's on a mission. He's on those sport soft tyres. He's got 15 minutes left. That's going to be roughly 10 laps. So can Bob, in those 10 laps, catch Thunderpig for that 13th spot? Thunderpig only 1.3 behind Crow, Crow's caught Techno Guy, so that gap really came down away from us. Crow started putting in some solid lap times, but now
Techno's on a poor lap. Techno's on a poor lap, a 140.8 compared to Cro Magna's 137.0, so he's gained 3 seconds now. So Techno Guy's made a mistake, and now Crow all over the, well, starting to crawl over the back of Techno Guy.
So this is the battle for 11th place, and yeah, we thought that Techno had a big enough gap. Evidently not, and Crow is he's gonna smell blood here.
Oh, definitely.
And this is his chance.
Not just yet, though. I mean, he's still quite a bit behind, but he is in within slipstream distance now of Techno Guy. So give it a couple of laps.
Nail
we'll
this
probably see him.
sector. Oh. Yeah, Crow just overcooked Pilone a little bit as they now run through Sestu.
He's not lost too much ground away from Techno.
If he
it's
can,
just really
if he
this
can
corner here. Oh, that's a massive sideways. Nicely held. Again, didn't lose too much time on Techno.
Yes, but he wanted to. If he gains just a tenth, he would be in that slip right now. But he is 8 tenths back. So
wow.
This is the edge of the slipstream here. If Crow gains another tenth, he will start really reeling Techno, and as he almost cuts turn
revving that Mazda out there. I just went on board with him, and he was revving second gear there. Just looking at the replay with that sideways mum there, he clipped all of the curb at turn 12. So Crow is really pushing that Mazda around the Sardegna beam.
Just to give you an update ahead, Law is within a quarter of a second of Steven for that 4th place. So will Law be making a move? Steven's front right looks awful right now.
Oh, it does. He's going to be struggling for the rest of the way. This is going to be a painful 13 minutes then for Steven. This is going to be like pretty much damage limitation of where he's going to finish, because Kofi might pass him too at this rate with that, as you say, with that front left looking very worse for wear. But Law's trying to have a look at the outside. Oh, he's going for the cutback. He pushes him off.
That is a dodgy move from Law right there.
Oh,
Steven loses another spot to Charles.
That was forceful.
Closed the door there.
Yeah, he forced
That's
the
going
issue.
to be looked at by the stewards for sure.
Yeah, here we go then. Gets in, no contact, and then just pushes him off. Ooh, that's a 5-second penalty there for Law. Charles has gone into 5th place now because of that moment, Stephen. I tell you what, Stephen will not be too happy with that.
No, I wouldn't be happy with that if I was Steven, because that was... Law had the entire front straight to draft past Steven into the braking zone, but it seemed to me that he waited and he thought, actually, I'll just let Steven go, and then midway through the first corner was like, actually, I am faster, and then just elbows out, made his way into 4th place. That will definitely be looked at by the stewards after the race.
I think that was just a case of who wants to be the best Irishman in the field, because we do have a lot of them. I know Law is sort of like Irish. You've got Stephen, PK, Techno Guy, sliding, like oversteering through turn 12. Law.
I mean, Cavallara's looking at his flag, he's almost Irish, right?
Yeah, but that's Italian.
Yeah, but they both begin with I.
Yeah, but Ireland doesn't have a Y in their name. Anyway. Cro-Magna's starting to lose touch on Techno Guy now. Over a second. We did see it less than that before. And Bob Braille's actually gone by Thunderpig. Oh, was Thunderpig... Thunderpig did a 150. Did he make a pit stop? I don't know.
Bob is quicker than both Cro-Magna and Techno. Bob runs really wide on the final corner.
That's going to have to be a penalty, surely.
Well, he didn't gain an advantage from it, so he might get away on the penalty front, but he's already lost.
Let's have a look.
Over a second.
So this is turn 12, this is Obier, understeer. Yeah, he slowed down a bit, yeah, so he compromised himself, so yeah, if that's not a penalty, then that's fair.
Well, I've been looking at his lap until that point. He was 2 seconds a lap faster than Crow and Techno ahead of him. So he could have had a shot at 11th place by the end of the race, but
it's still not over.
Yeah,
it's still not over.
It's not over. It's not over. He does have time. But he's got to get the hurry up now. He was really motoring before that off.
It's an annoying thing to do because you feel like you're in the zone and you're doing really good lap times. You see there, 1:35.5, 1:35.2, 1:35.6, 1:35.2. Like he was really in the groove, and in that little slip of concentration there, and it could really, hamper your momentum. And you got to get it back again.
His pace for the last 6 laps has been monumental, and then just that one little mistake. But I don't think that's going to deter Bob. He is on.
He's got to push him. He's got to push it, and the gap is coming down. Less than 8 seconds now.
Yeah, so he's already got the mistake out of his system, and he is putting in those fast sectors again.
Well, let's see if he can get through 10, 12s and 13 correctly this time. Just going through Sestu. Now in towards Obier and 10-13. Let's see if he gets it right this time. That's a little better. You can see Cro-Magna ahead, that little purple midget right in front of him. That is Cro-Magna with Techno Guy too. So what's the gap then with Bob to Techno Guy? It is 9 seconds. But with 8 minutes to go, and with Techno and Crow on medium tyres, Bob can actually salvage 11th place here.
So these guys have got 6 laps left to run. 6 laps, 2 seconds a lap, 12 seconds. So it's within the realms of possibility that Bob can get 11th place here. But, you know, as Murray Walker once said, it's one thing to catch and it's another thing to pass.
Kobu's in the chat here. Kobu's in the chat.
Hi, Kobu.
Still, Inman all over the back of Alex like he's been for the, as you said, for the entirety of the race. Isn't Inman just not getting sick and tired of just looking at the back of Alex's Mazda and just thought, you know what, I just want to go for it now. Just, you know, go for it and just make a pass.
Well, Inman has a lot of fuel left. I don't think he needs that much fuel to get to the end of the race, so he might have overfueled. Or he's just planning on revving the hell out of his car now, but come on, Inman. He's surely got to sense that win there now. It's now or never. He's been sitting behind Harlex all race long, and look again, he doesn't go for the move. He just stays in behind.
Saying that though, look again at the front right. Harlex's front left looks a little bit better than Inman. Inman's front right is down to about 50% wear left. I want to see what Chili's one is like. His roughly is
about the same as Inman. Yeah, it's about the same as Inman. So we were earlier praising Chili for his good tyre management, but he's, you know, of the top 3, Harlex has taken the best care of his tyres. He looks to have 60% of his tyres left. As we come into the final 6 minutes of the race. Inman so close. Is he going to make a move? No, he doesn't. He still sits in behind. Inman, you don't need to save fuel. You don't need to save fuel anymore.
I don't know if he watches the stream, like, I don't know if he does, but if he does, then Inman, listen to Rascal.
Inman, you can go to the end of this race. You gotta go beat those Raven West boys. Let's go do it. Come on. You've got 10 seconds ahead of Chili. You know, go for broke. You know, do or die. I wonder if Inman is looking to say, right, I'm gonna make my one move on lap 38.
Oh, is he just waiting for a mistake for Harlex?
He's waiting for a mistake, or he's just thinking, I'm gonna make one move, and that's gonna be my chance to win the race.
Oh, he gets so close. He gets so close through Eritzo there. Takes a lot more carbon than Harlex there to Peloni. Now in towards Sestu. Turn 11. And now in towards Albia and turn 13. The last 2 quarters. Oh, both of them clipping the inside curb. This could be the run here. Or is he just... He's short-shifting. He's short-shifting. He's just happy to stay behind Harlex.
He's looking for that do-or-die attempt. Yeah, Kobu in chat says needs to force a mistake. Needs to poke his nose wherever he can, but back out and see if it unsettles Harlex.
But the problem is Harlex has been out front for the entirety of the race and he hasn't shown any mistake at all. So, if I was Inman, I'd try and make a pass here because I don't think Harlex is going to make any sort of mistake with 5 minutes to go. I don't think he will. I don't think he can. Still want to see this battle then. So Kofi is catching up slowly, 1.2. I want to see if... oh my god, Bob Breel has really caught up now. Crow's past Techno Guy. So we've got a 3-car battle for 11th place and Bob Breel less than a second behind Techno Guy.
And in turn, less than a second behind Crow. So Bob, we were talking about 5 minutes ago, he is now right in the thick of it. As Techno runs pretty wide, Bob's gonna get a good run.
Yeah, that compromised him. Here he goes. To the outside, across the start-finish line, and up into P12 now goes Bob. Can Techno try and get that position back, or is he just gonna let Bob go by? He's trying, he's going for it. Techno's going for it. Oh, there's touching. Little bit of dust kicked off of turn 1, and Bob is through. Up to 12th now goes Bob. Or does he? Teddo's still got it on the inside. It's what Thomas Novas nearly leans on Bob. Oh, Teddo fighting it. He's trying. He's definitely trying.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, I don't know if Teddo had the tail out a little bit there at turn 4. Now into Saracen.
Oh, I think Inman was looking. I think Inman was looking for a move on Holix there. I just saw he wasn't. They weren't in the usual formation of just one behind the other.
Oh, here we go. Now I'm still looking at the battle here with Bob. Here comes Bob to the inside now at turn 8. Rizzo, has he got the move? No. Teddo shuts the door. But let's get on, Ben, with the battle for the lead. With 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Lap 36 now.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Bob in the final couple of minutes, but the leaders, Inman must be. So Rono in chat says he won't last lap fuel advantage. So I wonder about that. Does he have a last lap fuel advantage? Because surely Holix can also rev the car out fully to the end, or maybe not.
Oh,
I don't know.
Now Alex is going defensive. Inman to the inside. Breaks a bit early. So the pass is not done just yet. He's going to wait until the very last moment, isn't he?
And further behind, Charles is on the gearbox of Law 226, coming into Pilone.
And Law could be in trouble by the stewards with that little forceful move on Steven a couple of laps ago. So Charles,
that will be the solid post race. Charles gets the crisscross.
Yeah, he's gone for the crisscross and he's gone through up to 4th place.
And he doesn't have to leave space there because he is ahead, but he does. And now he's got the position going into final corner. But is Law going to get the run on the start-finish straight?
Bob's gone by Teddo, so Bob's up to 12th. Now what's the gap between himself to Crow? Just 2 seconds, with 1 minute and 50 odd seconds to go. Battle for the lead, 3 tenths now.
They've got 2 laps to go, Bob and Crow and Techno. So that's not over by any means. Bob, we've seen him being able to pull laps out 2 seconds quicker than those around him. So how many laps? The leaders also have 2 laps left to go.
About 2, yeah, this, no, I'd say this will be the last lap for them. This one and the next one, this will be the last lap.
This one and the next one, yeah, so this is the penultimate lap.
Yeah, this is the penultimate lap. Alex is flashing red, but he's good to go to the rest of the finish.
Yeah, but he might have to fuel save. And so this is Inman's tech, so Inman has twice as much fuel as Holix going to final stage, so maybe...
Again,
Inman,
that right front. Oh, a minute to go. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Inman's got to make his move now. He has to do it.
Oh, Holix runs a little
Holix
wide.
Inman's
very wide. Run.
Yeah, here we go. Is this the mistake? Here we go then. Last lap of the race coming up right now. I think that's a lap car just hit. That'll be fun to pick. Here goes Inman to the outside. On to the last lap now, effectively. 30 seconds to go. Has Inman got the position? Going in towards Belvey for the final time. Holix is going to try and stick it on the inside. Gives him some racing room. Still side by side at turn 2. Now into Nora. Inside line for Holix. And he's going to hold on. That's a different line from Inman. Oh, he may have lost some time there.
I think he was trying to go full throttle through that. He might have been advised to back out and go for the crisscross.
That's it, end of the race. So whoever's coming across the line 9th is going to be first across the line. So Kev Weiss is going to finish 9th. Kevlaro is going to finish in 10th.
So just keep an eye on the leaders. Holix is now almost 7/10 ahead of Inman, so that's given a massive gap to Holix, and he can potentially have that free air to win this race.
That was the mistake at turn 3, because Inman took that corner way too wide at turn 3, and I think that's what ultimately cost him. Bob
only 4 tenths behind Cro Magna at the finish, so yeah, great recovery from Bob there. To he was running last, but all credit to him and his pace in that second half of the race.
I think Inman's gave up. I think he's going to have to settle for second place. Halleck's, the amount of pressure that Inman has done throughout the entirety of the race, although Inman just runs a little wide of 13, Halleck's is going to win the first round of the championship with an amount of pressure from Inman. Halleck's wins the race. Inman will get second. Chile will come across the line in third place. So it'll be Raven West 1 and 3. Here comes Charles to come across the line to finish in fourth place. That's a good effort that from Chucky. And then Law in fifth. And in the battle for sixth place, it's got to be Stephen, only just ahead of Kofi Juicy. And then PK is coming across the line there in eighth place, and he is the last car across the line. There you go. That is it.
Yeah.
So that was a great race there. Congratulations then to Harlex, the season 4 champion, kicking things off. It's like pretty much like normal service has been resumed, but he was under a lot of pressure for the entirety of this race.
What a drive, Harlex.
Definitely.
Great victory.
I think the mistake there came from Inman, where he just went 10-3 too wide, and that was it. I think that would cost him the race for Inman to try and at least get a win.
Well, I was looking at the tyre wear, and Hollex, he just had a bit more left in the tyres to defend that position right at the end of the race. You saw Inman try to late break him down into Bellevue turn 1 on that final lap, and it just didn't quite work because he didn't have the grip to stick it around the outside.
No, indeed not. So let's actually get the race results up for then. Here we go. So Hallex there wins the race by nearly 2 seconds. I think that's pretty much the biggest gap that he had the whole entire race, didn't he? It was like less than that, definitely. Chile came across in third, Charles fourth, Law fifth, Stephen in sixth. But again, Law will be under investigation with that incident with Stephen. Kofi in seventh. 8th will go to PK, Kev Meister 9th, Kevlaro 10th, Cro Magna 11th, Bob Reel in 12th, who you said was only about 4 tenths behind Cro, did you say, across the line? Tedder Guy 13th. Roughly about that. And Thunder Pig in 14th. Just to let you know, these guys, 9th to 14th, they didn't finish a lap down. It was just like Kev came across the line first when the clock struck 0. And there you go. That is it for the first race of the championship. What did you think of that?
Yeah, very exciting. Can't wait for more.
So next week will be round 2, where we'll be racing the McGann Trophy Cup around Brands Hatch. And if anyone remembers that race, hopefully it's going to be the exact same for that race next week. So until then, I've been Savvy. And
I've been LaRascal.
And hopefully you'll be in the booth again with me next week. I hope.
I will be.
Oh, lovely.
You want me back? That's very sweet of you, Savvy.
I do. So anyways,
nice to feel wanted.
So anyway, that's been the first round of the Flashback Championships. We'll see you again next week for the McGann Trophy Cup cars around Brands Hatch for round 2. So till then, see you later.